as we are sitting in our comfortable meditation posture with the back erect, side cast down, we can make the first determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. And with that determination, we can gently, lovingly notice the flat piece of flesh at the top of the head. We allow it to be heavy. We continue to the forehead, eyes, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, ears, back of the head, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the head to be heavy. We continue to the neck, shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers, tips of fingers, chest, abdomen, back, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the upper part of the body to be heavy. We continue to the buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, heels, soles, toes, tips of toes, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the body to be heavy. And we enjoy that heaviness. we can increase the heaviness by our mind as we allow this heaviness to increase. And as we let this body be as it is, as we give it the freedom, we may achieve peace. Peace is when we have no restlessness, no worries, no fear. So we can explore this feeling, this experience of peace. And we will try to remember it for a long time. So as we experience peace, we are calm. We do not move with our hands or with our toes or with our head. They are too heavy to be moved. And now we can share this peace with others. We will start in our room. We do not force, we don't expect. We just allow, and in our minds, voicelessly, we can allow. May all beings in this room be in peace. May all beings in this room be in peace. And we expand our thought of loving kindness. May all beings in this building be in peace. May all beings in this city or village be in peace. May all beings in this country be in peace. May all beings on this continent be in peace. May all beings on this planet be in peace. May all beings, including me, be in peace. So we continue shining loving kindness to all beings, including ourselves. Now, because the time for this sitting is finished, we will make the last determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. And with that determination, we can slowly, mindfully change the way of our sitting. Andre, are you here with us? I have noticed that you are quite restless during meditation. Other days, I remember you are pretty well rested. So, what happened?
I'm in a different location today. It's in a different house completely. In a different parish.
You feel you don't feel comfortable? What exactly happened? It's not clear. Can you come closer to the device?
I'm in a different location. In
Uh-huh.
a different parish.
Uh-huh.
And I was I was uncomfortable because I was sweating a lot.
You were sweating a lot. Okay.
Yeah, me too. I was sweating a lot.
Yes, I have noticed that today some of you were wonderful and some of you were not so wonderful. Okay, so do you have a fan, Andre? Do you have an electric fan that you could point on yourself?
Not here. No, not here.
I see.
And I'm in Kingston.
Okay, that's bad. So you may like to ask parents to prepare a fan for you when you meditate.
I have a tropical country walk summer and I have no.
Excuse me, Andre, I didn't hear you well.
I'm on a tropical island and summer and I have no.
Uh-huh. Where are you now, Andre?
I'm in a different house in a different parish.
Okay. Okay. Valentina, when you meditated, you kept your head like this. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Keeping your head like this is extremely dangerous for your health. You should never do that. you should keep your head either straight, which is also not ideal, or very little tilted downwards, but not like this. This is so dangerous for you. So be careful, and next time when you meditate, make sure that your head is either like this or a little bit tilted. Ideally a little bit tilted. Okay. So now today will be the first time when you recite without paper, because I have the paper and there's no problem, but I think that now you are ready to train without paper. Traditionally, Buddhists do not use any paper or any help. They only repeat after the monk. So I think that would be very good for you to start, and gradually you will be professional reciters, and when I'm very confident that you know it well, we will move on to the Burmese pronunciation. Okay, so it's a long way to go, but I think you've done pretty well so far, and today we are upgrading to the paperless version. So everyone, please unmute yourself. You can keep your hands together as a sign that you're sincere about taking the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. Medukin is still muted. Okay. So first I will say Yamahang vadami tang vadeta, which means what I say you say. In other words, repeat after me, and you will reply only Ama Bhante, which means yes, Venerable Sir. So let's try that together. Yamahang vadami tang vadeta. Okay, very well. So now, what's going on here? Okay. So now you can repeat after me. It means that you're requesting me to give you the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts in the way that you repeat after me, and I would be giving them to you out of compassion. So let's do that together. Aham Bhante. You can repeat after me. Aham Bhante tisaranena saha pañcasīlaṃ So let's wait for Andre until he drinks his water. Yes.
I'm having hiccups. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, are you ready? So let's restart that. Aham Bhante tisaranena saha pañcasīlaṃ dhammang yācāmi anuggahang katvā sīlaṃ detha me bhante anukampaṃ upadaya dutiyampi aham bhante tisaraṇena saha pañcasīlaṃ dhammang yācāmi anuggahang katvā sīlaṃ detha me bhante anukampaṃ upādāya. Tatiyampi aham bhante tisaraṇena saha pañcasīlaṃ dhammang yācāmi anuggahang katvā sīlaṃ detha me bhante anukampaṃ upādāya. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saranaṃ gacchāmi Dhammaṃ saranaṃ gacchāmi Sanghaṃ saranaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranaṃ gacchāmi. So I think Andrea needs to pay more attention. I know it's difficult, but let's see if you can try. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saranaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saranaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranaṃ gacchāmi. I hear there's something weird, so please be careful about what I say and try to repeat it exactly as I say. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranaṃ gacchāmi. I still hear there's something like Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saranaṃ or something like that. No. I said Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranaṃ gacchāmi. So let's try for the third time. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. And now I will tell you that going for the refuges is complete, and you will only reply ama bhante. So let's try that together. Sarana-gamanang paripunnang. It's very well. So you took the refuges in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Buddha is the teacher, Dhamma is the Buddha's teachings, and Sangha is the community of monks. They are the Buddha's students. So these are the three gems. We call it the triple gem. And this triple gem, why do we take their refuge? Because we believe that they actually show us the path. They give us the guidance how to achieve peace and happiness. And that is why we take refuge in these three gems. And the first guidance, the first suggestion that they give us is to follow the 5 precepts. So that's why you're going to take the 5 precepts. The first precept means I follow the precept of refraining from killing living beings. So you can repeat after me. Again, you can keep your hands together at the chest. Panati pata. Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. The second precept means I follow the precept of refraining from taking what is not given. It means we never steal. Adinadana. Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. The third precept means I follow the precept of refraining from sexual misconduct. That means that later when you have husband or a wife, that you are faithful to them and you do not break any families. Kamesu. Michhācārā. Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. The fourth precept means I follow the precept of refraining from false speech. It means we never tell lies. Musavada. Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. The fifth precept means I follow the precept of refraining from drinking alcohol and taking drugs. Sura meraya. Majjapamadatthana. Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. So now I will encourage you to protect these 3 refuges and to follow these 5 precepts very well and be mindful. Why would you be mindful? Well, you're mindful so that you can notice that you want to break one of the 5 precepts before you break them. And if you can notice it well on time, you can stop it and not break them ever. And then you can reply Ama Bhante, which means yes, Venerable Sir. So let's try that together. Tisaranena saddhing pañcasīlaṃ dhammang sadhukang surakkhitāṃ katva appamadena sampadetha. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be successful in everything you do. Very well. Okay, so now when we have finished meditation and recitation successfully, we have a little bit of time remaining, and during that time I will introduce you to the second story of the Buddha's previous lives. But before we start doing that, I will ask you to raise your Zoom hand if you shared your drawing or your painting with us for the first story. So Tenza definitely did. Yes, where can you please use your Zoom hand? Do you know how to do that? Yes. Andre, did you share with us a drawing? No. And Valentina?
Oh no, I was gone for a few weeks, so I couldn't.
I see you were gone for some time. So Andre, did you know about our story, and did you know how to do it? Andre, did you know that there was a story?
A story?
Yes, a story from the Buddha's previous life in Facebook. You didn't know that? Were you here the last week? You weren't here the last week? What did you do the last week?
I wasn't here the last week.
Uh-huh. So where did you go? Where were you?
A different house.
Excuse me?
Different house.
In which house?
Another different house. My parents were there, and I couldn't find out what the code. So I couldn't find out what the code was. And also, it's not saved on the device, but I got it today.
Okay. Then that's fine. So Andre, do you know that we actually that we have a group in Facebook where all of you, or as many of you as possible, share your drawings? Do you know that we have a group like that, a group for drawings? Well, tell me, do you know it or not?
Oh, the Facebook thing.
Yes, that's right, the Facebook thing. So do you know about it?
I wasn't informed of it.
Excuse me? I cannot hear you. Can you come closer to the device?
I didn't know there was a video.
No, there is no video. There is just a story in text. You need to read that story and make your drawing. Did you know that? You didn't know it? Okay. So we have a group in Facebook where I share a story from the Buddha's previous life. And then your task is to read it and then make a drawing according to whatever you wish based on the story. So I will show you how that looks like. So do you see there's a group? It's called Buddhism Drawing for Kids. Can you see it, Andre?
Yes.
Yes. And there are stories. So this is one story. Now there's story number 2. So every week there will be a new story. I added this story actually today in the morning, so it's a new one, but this one is an old story. So you get a story like this. In the story, first you have a portion where I explain what happened during the Buddha's time, and then after that portion we learn what happened in the previous life. You know, before the Buddha was born, he had a previous life, and in that previous life he experienced something else, and then before that there was another life and another life and another life. We had many previous lives. So then follows a story from the Buddha's previous life. You will recognize it by these 3 suns. You see that? When you see the 3 suns, you know that follows a story from the Buddha's previous life. So your task is to read it. It's a little bit too much of reading, but if you can read it, that would be that would be very good. It's a story, and then there is some picture which I add for you to look at, and then people share their own drawings. Look at this. Different people were sharing different drawings. Do you see it? These are drawings based on the story. So you can then look at those pictures. Everyone is sharing their drawing. Do you see that? Do you see that? We have a lot of drawings, but your drawing is missing. We want to see your drawing as well. Okay? So you do not have to draw for the first story. Now we have the second story. So I want to tell you, everyone, about the second story so that you can understand easily, and when you read, it is easy for you to read. Alright, we already have here some drawing. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Here's a drawing. That's nice. Very good. That's from Jonathan. Nice. So the second story. During the Buddha's time, a young man, he heard the Buddha's teachings, and he became a monk. And as he was a monk, he meditated very carefully for 3 months. But he was not successful at all. So he thought that if he is not so much successful, maybe he just needs to go back to be a layperson, to be a young man and enjoy dancing and singing and ladies. So this young monk, he came to his friend monks, and he told them that he wants to become a layperson because he is not successful in meditation. And as he told it to his friends, his friend monks took him to the Buddha. And then the Buddha encouraged this monk. He said, in your past life you saved lives of over 500 people by your perseverance, by your special effort. Then why wouldn't you be perseverant now? So the Buddha encouraged the monk to work hard. And this is what happened during the Buddha's time. And then monks asked the Buddha, "Oh Buddha, what happened in the past life? How did this monk saved our lives by his perseverance?" And the Buddha then told them the story from the past life. You will recognize by these three sons that the past life story begins.
May I use the bathroom?
Sorry, Andre?
May I use the bathroom?
I'm not sure I understand you. You want to go to bathroom?
May I use the bathroom?
Yes, please. Yes, please. So now we will be waiting for Andre. Yes, Yadite has a question.
When for the first story, I didn't see my story, but I uploaded it, so I want to know if it was like correctly uploaded onto the thing.
Yes, I will check for you. I don't see it here. So where did you put it? Did you upload it here yourself, or did your parents do it for you?
My mom, she doesn't really know how to upload it, so she told me to show her how to upload it, so I uploaded it myself, and then she'll upload it the next times when I have to do it. But yes, I uploaded it myself.
But I don't see it here. So it didn't go well at one point. Then I suggest, let me see if there are some more. No, but it doesn't seem to. So we have 16 drawings. Oh, Alison, some are actually hidden. You need to choose that you want to see all of them. Oh, here it is. Here it is. But you may like to rotate it so that it's easier to see. You see, this is a little bit difficult to see. Do you know how to rotate things?
Yeah.
In Windows, you can, if you see there a picture, let's find a picture. I don't see a picture in here. They say pictures, what's in there? Camera roll. No, that's not a picture, it's a video. No picture in there.
Oh, I was using my mom's phone, but she said it was best for me to put it that way that I put like on the Facebook page right now.
Yes, we've got it there. So one thing is very successful, but I would like to ask you next time to rotate it. You can rotate in phone, and you can also rotate in Windows. If you or on computer, if you press right click on the picture, then there will be something like rotate right and rotate left. Do you see it? So you can then use that. You just click on it one time and then right click one time, and then you should have those options for every picture. Okay, so if you want to check whether your picture is there in the comments, make sure that you first go in here and you press all comments, and when you have pressed all comments, then you will have here something like show all comments, and you have to press that second button as well. Otherwise some may be hidden, like Alison's and yours were hidden just a while ago. Alright, so I'm happy that we have discovered your painting. Look at this. That's someone's painting. That looks so interesting. Tulane. I don't even know who's that. Oh, Tulane Lake. I know. Okay. Looks good. Alright, so we have there very interesting drawings. You can get inspired. And now we have second week. And so in the second week, now we have Andre also back. So in the second week, now the second story, you can start drawing starting from today. We learn about the monk who came to see the Buddha. He wanted to become a layperson. The Buddha said that in the past life, this monk actually saved the life of many people. So now comes the story. This time the story is not so huge. As you can see, it's relatively short. It's much shorter than last week. And the Buddha explains that in his past life, the Buddha himself was a leader of people trading with 500 carts. That is a lot and a lot of goods to sell. And they had to pass a sandy wilderness. So you see 700 miles across. That's a huge amount of traveling. And as they were traveling, about 10 miles before they arrived at the end, the leader was so tired that he actually fell asleep. And when he fell asleep, he did not show the people the right direction. They had to travel at night. They had to travel according to the stars. But because the leader did not show the people the direction, in the desert, they lost the way and they happened to go back. Because they don't know where they are going. They had no guide. Their guide is sleeping and they get no direction, so they happen to go back. And the problem is not so much in going back. The problem is that the leader told them to throw away all of their water so that they can go faster to their destination. They had just 10 miles to go. But they threw away their water and they happened to go back. So they didn't come to the city. They were stuck in the desert without any water. So they had a problem. They were going to die. Now, as they were there, stuck in the desert without water and and still having too far to travel, the Buddha found some plants, some green plants, and he thought these plants, they must have water from somewhere. So the people started to dig the sand, and they were digging and digging and digging, and they were stuck on a stone. They came up to the stone and they could not get through the stone to uncover the water stream. So there was a large stone and they couldn't get rid of that stone. If they could get rid of that stone, they can drink. If they cannot, they will die. And then a young man came and he started to strike that stone, and he was successful in breaking the stone. And therefore the people got their water, they could drink, they could feed their animals, and safely reach the city, reach their destination. So the young man who broke the stone, that was this monk to be. So the Buddha explained how this young man saved so many people by his endeavor, by his perseverance, by his patience in breaking the stone. And if he could do this in the past life, now he can definitely do it again. And already as the Buddha was telling this story to the monk became fully enlightened. So it's a very, very happy end story. And at the end of the story, I'm talking to Andre because others probably already know, I provide you some suggestions for drawing. If you don't know what to draw about the story, no problem, you can look at here at the suggestions. You can either draw the monk meditating in the forest as he is not successful, or you can draw the caravan leader who reads the stars to know which way to go, or you can draw the thirsty caravan, the people, as they are saying, oh, I'm so thirsty. Or you can draw the young man who's breaking the rock deep in the hole dug for the well. Or you can draw the fountain of water that sprang up from the hole. Or you can draw the merchants as they sell goods in the city when they safely arrive at their destination. Alright, and that's it. Anyone has any questions? Everything's clear. I hope everyone will draw their beautiful pictures as you did before. I'm very thankful to all of you for drawing your pictures. I love them very much, and I hope to see some more pictures every week. A picture every week. Well, you will have one more story next week, and then you will have one month holidays from our course, and hopefully then we will restart. So thank you everyone for coming. It was a pleasure to see you again. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may all your wishes be soon fulfilled.
Bye, Professor. Bye, sir.